it.
See, that's my grandson. His is accounting.
It's boring. Yeah. She said, "Hey, of course, Mom, what are you doing?" She said, "Well, it's just too hard to explain because Brady deals with hedge funds, so they're always working with the stock market, and anytime the rates change, then she's got to do a whole bunch of stuff really fast, and it's like, she said, I can't explain it." I said, "Well, no wonder she went the opposite direction."
Okay, so. Come on up, ladies, have a seat.
Have a seat. I'm not ready to get up from there once I'm.
You will be fine. You will totally be fine. Let's want to give you one extra, so you do.
My knees are sore.
I'm so glad we're doing this.
She gets to hear all of our complaints and then figures out what she's going to do.
Well, actually, I was about 20 or 12 last night.
No, I'm so awake.
And you should have sleeping.
Exactly what I should have been sleeping. I have to find it real quick. Oh, it didn't close. How sad is that? Maybe I put it on the wrong one. Here it is. I was on. Sorry. So, have this little video that I found for hip mobility for beginners, right? But he's sitting on a tiny little yoga block, and some of our butts are a little bigger than the yoga block.
Never could have seen it in.
So I thought I'd be kind of nice and give you a little bigger something to sit on and modify it, because both of you have stuff going on with your pelvis, right? And if you have stuff going on with your pelvis, your knees hurt, your ankles hurt, back hurts, all this stuff. So I have the video pulled up because I have to remember what all the pieces are.
Okay.
And I want to incorporate some weights with this because we still have to work on strength stability, all the stuff. So this is going to be glamorous. Feet out, right? And use my elbows on the inside aspect of my knees to push out and release. And that's the first one, ladies, right? And release. Out and release. It should get better. It should get better. So I'm just trying to keep it flat back. I'm not moving forward or back. I'm just pushing my knees out. But you can feel like the groin and all the stuff, right? And aren't you glad you're not sitting on a yoga block? That's all I got.
Yes, thank you.
Go one more. I thought it was, we've done the yoga block thing, don't get me wrong. But he has to understand, we're beginners, that could be like a 20, 30, maybe even 40 year old. But you start getting 50, 60, 70, that yoga block is no longer a stable concept. Unless it's about this big.
Well, it's just so far down there too.
Right.
Well, it's just an awkward position.
So using the benches helps. So I'm going to hold on to my left knee, and I'm going to rotate my knee towards the floor, and I'm going to bring it back up. Rotate it down. Sorry, leave it. But if we don't move it more, in fact, I think I want to start doing this almost every Tuesday, by the way, and maybe on Thursdays. That's how important it is. We're gonna do one more, and I'm only doing one side at a time. Like in the video, he has going alternating, but again, when you first starting out, you would feel like you're just wanting to get through the move, right? Here we go to the other side, and holding on to my right knee, and take my left knee towards the floor. Did you notice I said towards the floor? I'm gonna say, you're going on the floor. No way. Well, first of all, I have one less right. So that's part of it. Second of all, I work on hips all the time. Because of what I do, basically. And nice. And go ahead and just straighten out your legs and lean back. About your legs. I know. But isn't it amazing how tight your hips are? That was 2 moves that you can do in a chair. We do in a chair. This is just putting you at a lower aspect. Okay? No, we're not standing up from here. But I do want to lean forward. Because I feel kind of like a frog here, right? Now drop your shoulder blades. Use your back and your glutes to sit up and come back. Try and keep that back nice and flat. Keep your abs tight. I know, sorry, sister. More. But everything has to work together. Because I can feel my little back. Go one more. And again, rest for a second. Keep the legs out. How's your leg feeling? Let's see how it's there. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm taking what he has and modifying it even more. And then I put it on the ready to fit page. So if you ever want to find it, you can go to the page and hit media over on the side, and it'll pull up everything I've ever posted. I don't know if you know it or not, but it's kind of nice being able to pull up old videos. Okay. And it was called a Reel off of Facebook. And yeah, some of them, there's a couple of them I really like because they talk about mobility and talk about, I don't think we've talked about flossing nerves. Okay. So flossing is not this thing, the way it's thing, right? Flossing is where, like, if this is the tube, right, that the nerve sits in, you do certain things so the nerve will slide in and out of the sheath or the tube better, right? It helps lubricate. So like when you get sciatic pain, it's because that tube or sheath is squeezing it. And it doesn't move, and then it gets mad, right? So there's a way of flossing the nerve to make it slide better within the sheath of the tube. The wrapping, whatever you like to call it. All right, let's go back to this. That's interesting. So nice flat back. So do you have a stretch here in your inner thighs at all? Yes. Perfect. And again, think about your navel pulling towards your spine. Do you have a stretch, like tailbone area, when you go forward?
Yeah. Not as much as I did.
Good. And we'll. Progress. I know.
Oh, yeah, this is.
Does it feel better?
Well, we didn't go ahead.
Okay. I don't mind coffee and cracking as long as it's not a bad coffee, right?
No.
All right, so we're gonna move the weights out of the way, and we're gonna go right back to that knee end thing. Scoop down and up. So we're just basically wagging the leg. Working into that third leg. Pam, how's your right leg compared to your left leg with this? It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two more. Last one. Let's switch sides. Was this side wasn't bad earlier, was it?
No.
Yeah. Things are like going, oh, okay, let me loosen up. Go one more. We're gonna stand up. So, at the front, do you notice there you go. There you go. Sweet. Walk around a little bit because your hips are gonna be like, grab a drink while you're up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We all scattered. Which ways are great?
It's my longer.
Oh, my goodness. So at 9:30, we're gonna do the flossing. Not 9:30, 10 o'clock, we do 10 o'clock class. I'm gonna do some of the flossing for the neck and shoulders. And I'm just gonna say it looks weird because you have to do certain things in stimulus, right, for your brain, which is great for all of us. All right, hold it. This one I don't mind looking down because it's kind of burned out, right? I know. Nice and tall. Well, pick up the hip, pick up the hip, pick up the hip, pick up the hip. So we know that it moves, right? So like that. All right, take the right leg, flip it over. I know. We're going to lift the hip, set it down. Lift the hip, set it down. So you're just picking up the side of your pelvis. Does that make sense? Couple more. And we're going to switch sides. And you'll find out what side works well and what doesn't, right? And pick up the hip. And pick up the hip. So I'm trying not to let my upper stairs move. I'm trying to just pick up the hip. Pick up the hip. And come back to the front. Grab those little weights. So we've been kind of like, I'll call it tucked in, right? Step it out. And grab those weights. Let them hang for a minute. Nice flat back. Tighten your abs. Come up. Slide. Now I can't get this far over now because my back stops me. Right? So I'm not trying to push the envelope. I'm just letting the weights pull me over. Two more here. One more. So I'm going to use one weight as a stand. We've done these a long time ago. I'm slide my feet in. My thumb is turned out to the ceiling and come back. To the ceiling and come back. And you'll feel that right elbow kind of get into your thigh. I want it to. And two more. Now we're going to switch. Again, the elbow lays on your left and thigh, thumb out on the right. Can you feel the difference in the side? Like this side kind of gets stuck in reverse for me. I don't know how either side is for you, but that's what it feels like. Two more. One. Nice. All right. I'm going to bring the legs right in front of you. I need the cushion for my butt. All right, so I'm pitched forward and I'm flat back, so the weights are in the front. Pull your abs in. We're going to touch your hips, take them down. Touch your hips, take them down. Think about your shoulder blades, doing the work. Hold them together. Hold them together. So take your feet apart just a little bit. There you go. And pull your knees in. Nice. Can you feel the shoulders and stuff working? Go more. So make sure you stay pitched forward and relax. And around. I know all this stuff today. That's, yeah. So if you come back for the 10 o'clock yoga class, like I said, I'm going to be watching like the nerves for the neck and stuff. And I definitely have a yoga block today for the second class. There's some stuff that I'd like to play with. I think it's good for our nervous system, which if your nervous system is more intact, balance will be better. All right, so feet are apart. I'm going to use the one weight. The right hand and left thumbs out. Ready? So can you pitch forward a little bit more now? In fact, you might be able to turn the wood over. Yeah, now you feel a little more pull. So be careful. Open it up. Now you can really feel that love handle area. We're hitchhiking to heaven. Is that what we're doing? Go one more. Hours, switch sides. He's not listening because he's not listening things up fast enough. Ready? And up. If you need it flipped over, you have the color. Stand. Six of 10. 7. 8. 9, one more. Nice. I know. So you should feel like you're getting ready to move your torso a little better. All right, here's those weights again. So when I'm here, I don't come up when I pull the weights. I stay in this position the whole time. So inner thighs have to work. So if you feel your feet doing that, push your big toes down. Ready? Here's your rows. Up, touch your hips, drop down. Keep forward the whole time. After in, breathe. Forward, push your big toes into the floor. 5, 6, those plays. 7, 8, 9, one more. Go ahead and stand up. Because your hip flexors should be tight right now. Because they've been in a very short position the whole time. How's your hips feeling? Low back. Does it feel like it's starting to open up a little bit?
Because this was bothering me, and now I'm not feeling it, so.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. One part at a time, how about that? Unfortunately. Right? All right. You can either grab a drink real quick or have a seat. Either way. I need to take a peek real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, that's where we're going next. Okay. Okay. So we started here, we got to here, now we're the heels, right? We're just going to look forward. So be careful not to crank your neck. So when I mean look forward, my neck is still pretty much straight with my head. My eyes, however, are reaching out on the horizon of the floor. And I'm just reaching. I'm not trying to palm the floor. Not trying to do crazy. Pull your abs tight. And again, my arms slide to my thighs the whole time. So put your toes at 12 o'clock again. There you go. Does that change anything for you? Where you put your toes at 12?
Well, we have a harder,
Yes.
more stretch.
Go one more. Nice. We're gonna bring your left foot in. I'm gonna leave this where it was. Just because. I'm gonna slide down, reach up. Slide, reach. And come up. Slide, reach. And I have the knee bend because I don't want it to be a hamstring stretch. I want it to be low back. One more. We're on a switch side. But you can feel on either side of that low back. So again, knees definitely bent. Ready? And down and reach up. Slide down, reach up. Two more. Last one. And we're gonna grab your weights. Legs come up front. So I tend to pull myself to the front. So I'm pushing my heels down so I get a little ankle stretch, bicep curls. Chest up. Can you feel your abs working? Hold the next one at your shoulders. Palms face each other, press straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. rest. See, you should have felt like the whole stack working, not just shoulders or biceps.
Well, a lot in my back.
Yes. Yeah, because I took your legs from you.
She's sneaky like that.
I am sneaky like that. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I did a hip opener challenge last year, and it really helped a lot. And I thought if we could start incorporating a little bit of mobility on Tuesday and Thursday morning, like that's just one little piece. I know when we do the drumming class, we do a lot of hip openers just because of what we're doing. So the more I can incorporate it, the better off we are. Or at least that's in my head, right? Because I want you all to keep moving. All right, so leg out. This time the leg's straight, not locked out, it's straight. And goes behind your back. Reach. I want you to think about the right side of your pelvis. Now, if you have a spot that was pouch, push on it. Jerk it. Push on it. And it should allow you to get further down. Yes? And I have one little spot that was. I'm going to switch. Hand behind your back, drop the shoulder, ready? Down. Can you feel the difference in mobility? One side to the other. Like I'm already past my toes on this side, and I really feel.
Mine's down. That side I can get my toes, this side I'm not.
Yeah, we make this.
One more. Nice. All right. Back to those wonderful little biceps we did earlier. So again, I'm really trying to get my knees to go in front of my toes. So my heels are off the floor. I know you're like, what? Nice and tall through the spine. Ready? Hammer, or biceps. Hammer curls. Ready? 2, 3, 4. We abs in. 5. Nice tall chest. 6, 7, 8, 9. Holding the next one. Shoulder press up. 1, drop. 2, drop. 3, keep tall. 4, abs are tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And you will survive. We hope. How you feeling? Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn side saddle. So, yes, that's the side one. So your left knee goes up on top. Yep. And your right leg, I'm just letting it hang over for a minute. Nice and tall. Can you feel your hip at all?
Yeah, the left one or which one?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, there's no discomfort if that's what you're,
That's what I'm looking for.
you know. I have a tiny bit of pull right here on this, I guess, down here.
Oh. Yeah, more in here
Is that one straight?
on this one.
Yeah, so this is why I'm asking questions. So Pam, if you grab your foot here, would that be okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to think about this leg, it's more the leg in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So Leota, are you good with your leg there?
I think so.
All right, so super tall, stretch out your spine. Can you feel the difference in your hip? of the leg on top, so it'd be your left hip.
I still feel it.
Okay, so lift as tall as you can, pull your back. With your hands, pull yourself slightly forward. Can you feel your hip now?
Yeah,
That's all.
it's slightly better.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna go back to neutral and take the bow. And take the bow. And a couple more. And one more. And we're gonna do the other side.
Is this flossy?
Yes. This is part of it, yes. So again, if your quad's yelling at you more than your hip, then we need to take the quad out of the scenario right now. Did this sound better?
I feel something good.
All right, so nice and tall. Really think about stretching out your spine. We're just gonna rock into it and rock away. Rock into it and into it. I actually feel my hip flex right now. So you never know what's tight until you start moving and you're thinking one thing, it could be something else. And because each side feels different, there's an imbalance. Does that make sense? We're just trying to correctly imbalance. And we're gonna do one more. And we're going to stand up. Yay! Because the legs might feel a little wonky right now. Do you like that?
Mine, yeah. Littles.
So you should feel like you can move your hips though. I actually have sore spots from dancing basically yesterday. All right, so we're going to take the bench off. Now we're going to do a little thing. I've got a little thing. If you want to bring the bench over by the pole, you can use, both of you can use the poles, put the bench on either side. I know this sounds kind of crazy.
Put the bench on the other side. You need the risers too?
Nope,
Oh,
just the bench.
okay.
So the plan of action is to find your balance, tap across, tap across. But I don't feel like you're crazy, so, yeah, so you can hold on to the bench here, or down the bench, hold, and tap across.
Okay.
That's the concept.
Okay.
So, Pam, you good? So you're gonna stand the foot closest to the pole. Yes, no. And you're gonna take the opposite leg, tap the floor. Don't scare you to. So tap across. Okay. Yep. And then put it back on the bench. Tap, come on. Tap, come on. You should feel a little shift in the hips.
Yeah, gotta stretch to get to the foot.
Yes. And tap, I know. Tap.
Is my foot wants to turn though, so this foot needs to be straight, kept
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, that's
It's tight. It's tight, that's the
Is that
problem.
what it is?
So, okay, ladies, I'm gonna take the hammer run. This is actually a really good running. Oh, I guess I gotta do this. Oh, Lord. Where'd they go? I don't know. And this is why I don't get the remote at home. All right? All right. So, stay nice and calm. Hold on. So bring the foot, think about the hip coming this way. Reach, that's better. Reach.
Can we bend our knee?
Prefer not. Shift. Yeah, I know, right? One more. And go ahead and switch benches. It's just easier. Okay. Adjust it if you need it. All right, so this foot goes straight forward and stabilizes, so you should put more. So make it go straight. There you go. Does it feel like it's pigeon toed?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. And ready? Shift the hip. Shift the hip. You're welcome. Let me inflict some pain on you.
You're in a vulnerable position.
I know, that's why I'm like that. So it's not a hard move. Well, it is a hard move. It's a simple move though.
But it's,
Go ahead and relax.
yeah, that side got to hurt it and I didn't here.
Right. There's a muscle called QL. It's long, QL spine, right? And what we're doing is lengthening it out, and it does a lot of work it shouldn't do.
That's the muscle that always hurts right in here. Is it right here?
So what the QL is supposed to do is this. That's its only job. Like, that's its only job. And what happens is we make it do everything else. We make it do too much work. And our upper traps, when we're doing the rotation stuff, is for our traps, because we make them do too much work, because we're constantly pulling on the shoulders. So if we keep doing working the muscle for the wrong reason, like we're out of balance, and then things get pulled. So when we're doing the shoulder press and everything, you're like, oh, I feel all this in my back. And yes, we should. Because it's doing its job properly versus just one little muscle work. Does that make sense? Are you okay with the route we're going on Tuesdays?
Well, I need some muscles.
That's the goal, so we move better. Awesome, and we will call it class. Yay! I know, right?